And hello once again. Today, here at Dark Matter Marshmallows, we're watching the newest episode of My Little Pony. Me and Starlight Flux, because obviously Danny isn't here.
Yeah, because Leeds is quite a far away place from Nottingham, in case you don't know, which you may not know if you don't live in England.
Yeah, so today's episode is the 21st? I think it's the 21st, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, right. And it's called Testing 1, 2, 3.
Doesn't really give you much clue if you just read the title, so...
It's just 22 minutes of Sweetie Bells talking into a microphone, doing a microphone check.
I'm not sure if that would be awesome or slightly weird and random.
It would be awesome if she got a cutie mark in testing microphones from it, but otherwise, probably not. Now, yeah, we don't really know anything about this episode, so...
At all. Literally hardly
Perhaps
anything
we should just get straight to watching it.
Oh, and this episode is sponsored by...
Van Canto, ladies and gentlemen. You might remember them from our Philly Vanilli commentary. That's right. Yeah, they're awesome. Check them out. Go watch their videos.
Okay.
So let's start.
Okay, starting in 1, 2, 3.
And it works!
The magical properties of this spell will only have lasting effects if you focus on... No!
Rainbow Dash!
Ugh. How in equestria does that pony expect to pass her History of the Wonderbolts exam tomorrow if she's wasting time flying?
Rainbow Dash is doing an exam?
Right up to her and tell her what I think about her lackadaisical approach to studying.
Lackadaisical! Oh my god, lackadaisical.
How'd you believe, Twilight? That was the worst sneak attack ever.
Sneak attack? Twilight used sneak attack.
It was very effective.
And heard you flying towards me and muttering from a mile away. Well, if you heard me muttering, then you must know what I was muttering about. Yeah, the Wonderbolts history test. No big deal.
How?
No, big deal. Really big deal. It's a test. A test that
I'm fairly sure it's important to learn about the history of the group you're trying to join.
Means you'll have the opportunity to live your dream as a Wonderbolt. This is the most important test of your life.
It's not all about brawn, you need brains as well.
About tests like you. I do not get all freaked out about tests.
Yes, you do.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Your freakouts are so epic, you sing whole freak-out arias about freaking out.
Yeah!
I may tend to take my tests a little
This
seriously,
test was going to be perfect.
And I know just the pony who can help you. Me! This is gonna be so much fun!
Congratulations, Rainbow Dash. I'm your new tutor.
Sure.
Nice desk you got there. Yeah, this is going to be Rainbow Dash doing a test. A test that involves brains and not just flying very quickly.
This is going to be hopefully hilarious.
Yeah. I can already detect Twilight's impatience, and I have to admit I'm sort of sharing it, because anyone who thinks that, like, I mean, the test is obviously important, otherwise they won't be setting it.
Yeah.
And to just be so... just not interested in it. Swag!
Huh? This is the most complete.
Don't wear sunglasses inside. Lesson 1, don't wear sunglasses inside. You'll look like a douchebag. Isn't that right?
Technically, we're not outside. We're in a camberland.
Checklist, of course.
Yeah, don't wear sunglasses inside. You look like a douche.
First up, reading and highlighting. Reading and highlighting is the foundation of any good study method. It allows the student to hone in and boil down what's really important.
Except as long as you don't highlight every single part of the page.
Yeah.
Let's see what you've got so far. Huh?
Called it!
Really separate the wheat from the chaff.
Also, that's more like a permanent marker, not a highlighter, because clearly the ink's over it. I mean, the ink's under it.
Did you just miss the bit where she drew a,
Okay, Rainbow. Clearly reading and highlighting is not your style of studying, so let's move on to the tried and true. History lecture.
lecture?
Yes, Rainbow. Is it snack time?
Yes, it is, Rainbow. There's an apple and a juice box over there on the table.
No. Now, just get comfortable and experience the magic.
That stool doesn't look it.
Wait, did you say the magic of electric?
Prior to the great celestial lunar rift,
My little equine. Lecturing is magic.
Or EUP guard.
EUP.
But after Luna's vanishment, the
Don't rock on your chair.
platoons were formed. On the anniversary of the first celestial year of peace, a celebration was held. Headed by Firefly, an elite team of aerial performers were chosen to help commemorate this auspicious occasion.
Snape.
First performance was
Severus.
so full of energy, so highly charged that magical lightning showered down on the crowd. Every pony was so filled with amazement and wonder that General Firefly...
I'm not sure what's going on right now. What is happening?
Can you repeat any of my lesson?
Rainbow Dash.
They know what's going to happen. Oh, nothing at all.
History lecture? Nope.
Seriously, Rainbow Dash seems to be a school dropout or something, seriously.
Here! Let's move on to my favorite style of learning. Flashcards! Oh, does that mean I'll learn in a flash? One can only hope.
Learning in 10 seconds flat.
Colonel Purple Dart, the leader of the Wonderbolts in the 4th Celestial Era, was known for his... Wah! Rainbow, did you see what happened? What? No! I was riveted by your captivating cards! After becoming the official flying squadron for Princess Celestia...
I know Rainbow Dash, I know like what her personality is, but she's being really obnoxious.
The original Wonderbolt's lightning bolt insignia was... Rainbow Dash, you could have hurt me. With a spit wad? Really?
Attacking a princess with a spit wad.
You know...
Well, if you can horse
hey,
like this,
Rainbow Dash,
then you
do you like bananas?
Clearly. Well then, I guess...
I apologise for the overused memes in this channel.
Old one. That is an old one.
I can only... I would hit him with Pinkie Pie, except I don't want narrator to ship him with her.
The original aerial team performed
Do not do it.
Celestia's cereal celebration. The Wonderbolts were given their name by this famous Pegasus. Who is she? Please don't say Colonel Waffle. Hello, General Blazing Donut Glaze.
What?
So, did I ace it or what?
I think you got a big fat F.
You didn't get one answer correct. What? But how? I don't know. I've never heard answers so wrong. And so breakfast related. If you had taken the official test today, my dreams of being in the Wonderbolts Reserve would have been totally crushed.
Exactly.
What am I gonna do? I'm running out of time.
Oh, now she's worried.
Now you can. Study hard.
This is like every single student.
I'm gonna fail.
You know, they won't care. Well, not every single student, but a lot of students
My fault.
will wait until the last minute. I speak from experience, unfortunately.
Turn all they're cracked up to be, teacher? Excuse me, I've used them to study for many a test and passed.
Rainbow Dash, this is completely your fault.
Do you know
You
the
were
name
being
of
an
the premier
obnoxious
Wonderbolt
student, and now you haven't retained any single
Commander
information.
Easy Glider. Do you know how many Pegasi flew in the original squad? 7. Do you know Princess Celestia's favorite flight pattern? The Icaranian sun salutation. See? I could pass the test. Fine. Rub it in, why don't you? Besides, I don't see why I have to take this lousy test anyway. I've proven I'm one of the best flyers around.
But it's not
Knowing
all
their
about
origin and
flying,
being able to
Rainbow.
properly
Yeah.
represent them for all of Equestria is just as important.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Some history buff like you must have made that up to bring our flyers down. Knowing history actually is beneficial, Rainbow. Beneficial for eggheads. Girls.
Seriously,
Now,
Rainbow?
this head knows history and can fly. Maybe
Oh!
I should become a wonder woman.
Oh, don't make me snap my fingers in a Z formation. Girl!
Girls.
Oh. Hi, Fluttershy.
You've only noticed her.
No, I saw her before.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Don't you have more important things to do, like prepare Rainbow for her big test?
Well, that's what she's been trying to do.
But none of my study methods work for her.
Maybe that's because she doesn't learn that way, Twilight. People learn in different ways. She's clearly a doer, so you have to do something to remember that information.
Oh, who's that? Who's that? Celestia and Luna. Back when they were happy.
What?
Oh, so they're telling it by a story. Now that actually has some background, actual scientific background, funny enough.
Yeah.
People remember stories better than they do actual facts.
Question is Rainbow Dash? What? How did he get all the pets in this play? And who are all the characters?
Now what?
Winona is a unicorn, what?
Winona's a unicorn, and Tank is a Pegasus. They're the EUP, helping to protect the princess.
The EUP. Not to be confused, of course, with the EU, which is the European Union.
Directing is man.
Oh!
Oh
And then Owlicious ate him. The end.
no! Stop! 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 That was awesome! Give it 3 woohoos! Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Is that 3 out of 5 wahoos or 3 out of 10
Give
wahoos?
it a whoa! What? I'm totally confused and I just want to go home. Hey! Whoa your woes there, Woeful. Some
What?
ponies learn through theatrical presentation, but other ponies learn through musical intervention.
What? What? Yo, yippee, yippee, yo, Kanye! Pink power in the house! Was that Dr. Hooves as a rapper?
90s called. They want their sweater back.
They want their medallion back as well. Mic drop.
Do you get it? Yes, Pinkie Pie. Wiki, wiki, wiki. General this and Colonel that. They're the Wonderbolts. Something that rhymes with that. That was pretty terrible.
My confidence.
Pinkie Pie, that rap was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
And I am just the pony to help.
Hello there, filthy Pegasus race.
I am going to
Seriously, what is with her uniform? She looks like some sort of militant.
Good luck.
I'm not going to go there.
Get ready, Rainbow Dash, for I am going to take you on an
That is actually,
adventure.
actually a decorative military uniform.
I am now modelling the rather unattractive and, frankly, itchy, original, wonderful...
Sorry, Rarity, that's the best you've ever looked in terms of fashion.
Especially as far as hats are concerned.
The Wonderbolts
Yeah.
ensemble became more streamlined in a wonderfully breathable fabric. Of course, there were fashion...
Latex doesn't look very
and
breathable,
missing.
that's just me.
Just look at those dreadful bell-bottoms. What were ponies thinking? I don't know. I bet General Flash wrapped these things. Ah, Pinkie, you're real. Of course I'm real. I mean, I'm not
What?
the real General Flash, the 10th leader of the Wonderbolts, but I, Pinkie, am really real. And I'm
What?
Fairy Flight from the 7th Squadron. And of course you recognize Commander Easy Glider. And I'm sporting.
Damn, look at that swag that Twilight's got.
Just look at us. Look at us.
Look at her.
It's too much for my eyes.
What?
Don't you fret, Rainbow. This fashion show nonsense wouldn't help me learn nothing either.
Rarity's got such a... I am so done with you.
Who, me? Oh, I got nothing.
Ugh.
Why, I could tell you every little thing there is to know about the history of apples, but I picked all that up over years in the
History of
with a
apples.
labor of love.
That sounds like fun.
12 hours. Oh, then you are up a creek.
You are booked, my good friend.
Well, I think we should just go back to old-fashioned studying. What about our play?
Why didn't you ask her?
Just look at these costumes.
How she
Surely
wants
something
to
resonates
learn.
with your inner wonderbolt.
And Granny Smith discovered the first Granny Smith in Philadelphia when she went to Philly.
Commander Easy Glider was the villain.
Oh no!
Stop rapping. That isn't gonna help Rainbow. Well, I
What?
suggest you put down your silly cards of flash. But I know that they cannot help our good friend Rainbow Dash.
What is the notorious pie, everybody?
No cards, no costumes, no play, and no apples. I am never gonna pass this test, ever.
Although this might be proof that Pinkie Pie is going to be a new princess. She's going to become the Fresh Princess of Equestria.
Oh god! At least it isn't a dead meme that he's using this time.
Technically,
I'm sorry
it's
about all that.
He's just referencing a show from the
It's okay.
90s. I'm not sure when it was.
it was something American.
Dumb to learn anything.
There goes
I
all our American users, not users, viewers.
What are you talking about? That's not offensive.
Hopefully it won't be.
Totally right.
We've
Just a TV
we've already
show.
annoyed the Irish.
Wrong again.
What's a good video without, you know, a bit of international crisis?
Well, that's not gonna get me into the Wonderbolts. And your knowledge of jokes and pranks is only rivaled by Pinkie. Great.
My years of being a class clown prevented me from actually learning how to learn.
That's the
That's
cost
not
you
what I
pay.
meant. You're smart, creative, inventive, and...
Ow.
Hey! I know you're upset, but you don't need to...
What? Is that a helicopter?
Ooh. I almost slammed into that.
I know. You were jabbering on so much you didn't even notice.
But how did you notice? You were listening and talking to me the whole time.
You're such a rookie. An experienced flyer like me knows how to multitask.
While you fly?
It's essential. Yes, I was paying attention to you, but was also scanning the sky and the ground for any problems.
Really?
Flying's not just flying. In order to stay safe in the sky, I gotta hear and see everything down to the littlest detail. For instance, I saw Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, and Scootaloo come out of Sugar Cube Corner, and from the looks of it, they had carrot cupcakes with sprinkles. And I'm thinking Big Mac sold a huge order of
Damn,
apples to fill
Rainbow
the
Dash has got
fridge,
some
'cause I never
seriously
give a
good
very
eyes.
hearty yup.
Yup.
I always make note of everything when I fly. No biggie.
Why don't you learn while you
Oh
fly?
my gosh.
What?
Gotta go.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I get it. I wouldn't want to hang out with a loser like me either. Yeah.
Wait? Focuses can control the weather by their moods now?
Thanks for meeting me, every pony.
Interesting.
What is it, Twilight?
We have to help Rainbow Dash. Yes, but how?
We've tried every kind of studying. My way, your way.
But we haven't tried Rainbow Dash's way.
See, this is what I was getting.
No!
Okay, listen. Here's the plan.
What is... Has Pinkie Pie suddenly decided she wants to be a rapper?
Hey, Rainbow. Wanna go for a fly?
She wants to go up against Ken Ashcorp.
Got nothing better to do. Didn't we just do this?
Yes, but like you said, I'm such a newbie, I need all the practice I can get.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll become a great flyer in no time. After all, you're good at everything.
Oh.
Maybe she was confirmed.
So, what's going
No, I
on?
wouldn't call it
Oh,
that.
nothing. Just getting my
She's got
dreams
flaws,
crushed.
she's not married, so...
Read any good books lately?
Just history books. I tell you what they're about, but my brain is as dry as a rock.
Speaking of rocks, did you know Pinkie Pie grew up on a rock farm?
Maybe I'll go work there since I have no other plans for the rest of my life.
Oh, come on now, Rainbow. You can't give up on your dream.
Seems my dream has given up on me. Maybe I'll learn to shine shoes, sell hats, dig
Shine
ditches.
shoes?
Or maybe
Wait.
you'll be a
Might be a bit of a problem there, Rainbow.
Yeah,
Give it up.
unless they're counting horseshoes.
In which case, do they have, what are they called?
So, what do you remember about that
People
flight?
who nail horseshoes into horses' hooves, because that sounds pretty violent.
Vanished to the moon, Celestia needed protective forces, so Earth, Unicorn, and Pegasi formed the EUP Guard of the Protective Pony Platoons.
Yes.
You remembered?
And at the celebration of the first celestial year of peace, an elite flying squadron performed, headed by General Firefly, who later
General
became
Firefly?
the Wonderbolts.
As in Firefly from G1?
Easy glider established flight
What?
that is still used by the Wonderbolts today.
What?
Yes.
That's got to be a reference back.
I know the history. I know
So,
it all.
what they've done there is actually very clever.
What history did that have?
Because they couldn't use Firefly's design,
They
Lauren
used her
Foss
name.
couldn't.
But how?
They could still use her
Well,
name.
on our first flight, I discovered that you catalog everything that happens all around you when you're flying, without even thinking about it. Don't you see? I made use of your special skills by enlisting everything.
What is with the new rewinding effect?
I, Princess Celestia, banish you, Princess Luna, to the moon.
Yeah, she makes a good actress.
Unicorn! Pegasus! E-U-P!
Hey, yup.
Let us celebrate our first celestial year of peace. Yeah, let's party! I'm General Firefly. Gee, my costume is itchy and unattractive, but I'm gonna assemble an awesome flying team. I'll call them the Wonderbolts!
And I won't rap about it.
Admiral Fairweather.
Who was...
Purple Dart! Admiral Fairy Flight!
General Flash. Commander.
Look at all these side ponies we just gave voices to. What? That was a dedicated effort. Just to get Rainbow Dash to learn.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Thank you all so much!
That was...
You're welcome, but it all came from you. You learn without knowing you're learning. Your main focus is flying, but then your brain is also absorbing lots of other information.
What?
It's actually really brilliant.
I always knew I was brilliant.
Rainbow Dash finally learned the history of the Wonderbolts, but she's
Sorry,
not
there was
the
a
only
pie
pony
buzzing
that
around my
needed a
ear.
lesson. I needed to learn something just as important. One way of learning isn't better than another. After all, every pony is unique and individual.
It usually takes some time before they mark the test, you know.
Yeah. Makes a difference from 20%.
But hold on a minute. He only looked at the top page and there was clearly more than one page there.
Next on the Hub Network.
Clearly,
He is not a very good... He's not a very good marker.
no, and I don't think he.
Peanut butter and jellyfish.
No, and I don't think he. Well, he obviously doesn't care that much about the test.
Yeah.
So after all that effort,
All that effort. Yeah, that looks about right. Here you go, here's your stamp, get out of my office. Sounds about right.
yeah. So
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it?
yes, it was certainly. I mean, the fact that they made some references to the previous generation.
Yeah. I definitely like how they gave General Firefly a role, like an explanation why she wasn't in it. That
Yeah.
basically she did exist years and years ago, and she was the one who pretty much started the Wonderbolts.
Yeah, a bit like. I hate to bring up Jan Animations again, but they can still use the name Wormass, but they can't use the. They can't use the actual design. So a bit like how they can't use the design of Firefly in this generation, they can use the name. So
Yeah.
it's nice that they actually had a callback. I mean, it seems like there's been quite a few.
But they did a
callbacks
similar
in this.
thing, didn't they, with the Breezies? They
Yeah.
were from like Gen 1, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
So it's pretty interesting, like what they've like, bringing back all these G1 things.
Yeah. I mean, anything else we can say on it? I mean, I found it funny that, like...
Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, rapping.
Pinkie Pie rapping.
No. Just... I mean, she's normally very good at singing, so...
Animation team. How high were you?
No more high than they usually are, especially when they do Pinkie Pie's episodes. You know, like the real action. That was pretty...
I'm just thinking someone...
not real action, live action. So
yeah. Someone put some weed in the ventilation system. It's like... And just everyone's going around completely high. Yeah, Pinkie Pie rapping. I mean, she's pretty good, but she's... I wouldn't say she's good as Ken Ashcorp with his 20% cooler rap.
No.
Because that is pretty insane. I could do it, but frankly, I'm not... you probably
don't.
would.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Know your limits.
There's no backing beat, really, so I can't.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. So we've... Hold on, we also had Pinkie Pie tried to beatbox as well, which she was awful at. She was going... which was pretty terrible beatboxing. Not that I can do much better. This would be the part where I try beatboxing really well, but I can't actually do it. I was being honest about that.
Yeah. Anything else, or is that pretty much it?
Yeah, Rainbow Dash is a really obnoxious student. Sorry, Rainbow Dash fans, but yeah, I really didn't like how she was acting with Twilight. I think Twilight was completely justified in losing her patience with her, because frankly, I would have as well.
Yeah, but I think I also agreed with the fact that each person learns differently, because I've recently started at college, and one of the things they did was an assessment on how I learned, and you know, so
I guess. But
so I can kind of understand where they're coming from with the whole everybody learns differently, and it's about learning how you learn rather than you know because basically what Twilight was doing was pretty much what the whole of the UK education system assumes, that everybody learns this way, but you know, but everyone learns every different. So I think now we're just repeating ourselves, and now I think
I'm still thinking that even if Rainbow Dash does learn differently, I understand that, but still... That
was a lot of effort just to make her learn everything about a test. I mean, man, as if she had to go through that every time. She had to learn something. Yeah. Get the entire town to do it. It would get pretty tiring. Not for her, but for everyone else.
Imagine her learning about the entire history of Equestria that way.
Oh, God.
She needs to fly across the whole of Equestria to do it, and just organise all the ponies to, like, hold up giant cards or act out specific events that happened in Equestria's past. Like, that...
I mean, that took a lot of... I mean, she gets special treatment, but if... I bet you any of other ones who did that, any of other Pegasus who did that test didn't get that special kind of treatment. No, they would have just failed. Yeah. Or probably, actually, no, I don't think they would have failed, because the way that examinator was marking that test just by looking at the first page and think, yeah, that looks about right, clearly shows that they don't actually care about the test as much as Udas did. So it's probably like, it could probably put, I am a fish.
Yeah. Yeah,
like across the entire thing, and you probably would still pass.
Yeah.
You what? You walked in there, Rose. I am a fish. 400 times with a funny little dance and fainted.
I guess this also means that Rainbow Dash is advancing closer to becoming a Wonderbolt fully. I mean, passing a tester.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting.
I mean, notice I said the Wonderbolt's reserved. So that way, because that means she can still be part of the different storylines.
Yeah.
But then also, it means that she's living her dream, and she still can be used for storylines. Because if she was actually part of a Wonderbolt, I doubt that he could actually...
Yeah. Basically, she's in Black Griffin's position right now. I'm in the reserves.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
I think that's pretty much everything we can say on the subject, really.
Yeah, that's just about it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. This has been Starlight Flux and Skybound from Dark Matter Marshmallows. Thank you very much for watching. And
Your woes
goodbye.
there, Wolfle. Some ponies learn through theatrical presentation, but other ponies learn through musical intervention.
Well, here we go, y'all. We gonna finish up the story. I'm on the microphone with my main man, Gordy. You just heard a story about a famous baby heart.